adventures of a lifetime. They often lift off right here. And this fella, Bruce Hanson, has watched dreams take off for nearly a half-century right at his place, Surfside Seaplane Base, a Lino Lakes facility and one of the largest in the country. Who knew?
A lot of our neighbors don't know we're here.
Hanson and airplanes, turns out, were made for each other.
A longing for flying ever since I was a kid. When I used to crawl up in a tree to sail model airplanes out. I remember my first plane ride was in Alexandria, 12, 13 years old. We knew a guy at the airport there. He took us up for a ride, and that really hooked me.
A few years later, Hanson had his private pilot license and a float plane rating.
To me, a float plane meant you go to Canada. I got my float plane rating, and before the ink was dry on it, practically, I was on the way to Canada. Within a week, I was in Churchill for the first trip.
Hanson purchased the sea base operation in 1970 and quickly discovered airplanes can be more work than play.
We normally have 45 to 60, somewhere in that area of airplanes based here. We do the float changeover. Any mechanical work they need is done here in our shop.
He's very giving. He will leave the shirt off his back. He will help anybody, anytime. We are always running to do things for somebody, and he does it out of the goodness of his heart, not for a buck.
Oddly enough, before operating a sea base, Hanson was a truck driver. The experience came in handy.
I want to make sure we got gas in there. That would be really embarrassing. You run out of gas. This is about an '86 Chevy. Yeah, it is homemade. Drove in one Saturday morning, and before the day was done, this is what we had. It works just great.
Okay, so what does this contraption do?
Got enough to do it.
What is it they say about the mother of invention? All for the love of float planes, which, by the way, Hanson still flies.
Well, it's a good way to get to our place up by Detroit Lakes. So we have a place up there, and we fly up there. Got a little lake there to land on. It's very handy. To me, flying is never old, and one of the reasons is because there's lakes all over to land on.
Coming up, a story about protecting clean water.